Previously on Rivenel.
We had been keeping track of and thought we had managed, and it was at that point that we kind of learned how serious my situation had become. And we're talking an infection that on my side was probably like this big. And just for reference of what this big is probably at least like 12 or 14 inches by like 6 or 7 inches, which I realize sounds terrible.
Oh boy. All right, so here is the bed. In some spots you can see the cardboard just sticking out. That's okay. But we've got a pretty thick layer of compost on here. I'm kind of calling it just for today. We're gonna take a third day to get this prepped. I got help coming tomorrow, so that's definitely gonna get done tomorrow. But from this angle, you can kind of see there's a good, 4 or 5 inches on there right now. And tomorrow I'll get this all raked out. I'm doing my best actually to not step on it. I want to just keep it kind of light and airy and let it settle by itself. With that allows a little bit more oxygen in there, not going to be screwing with the future soil structure of the bed itself. That's another reason why when you actually have your beds, you shouldn't step on the beds themselves. So you kind of want the roots to be able to take hold and make easy progress in the soil itself. But I'm pretty happy with that right now. Again, we're gonna have probably 2 9-foot beds that go this kind of from left to right, and then we'll have 2 16-foot beds at least going lengthwise there with a 4-foot walkway in between. It is big enough to have 3 beds, and I designed this based on minimally what I wanted to grow next spring. There are a couple more things that I could plant and actually just limit the spaces on the sides a little bit and actually put a 3rd bed in. But down here I want bigger spaced out things that are gonna need more room, which is why we broke it out that way instead of just beds the whole way. Alrighty, it has been about a little over 24 hours since that last clip. Had to work and all kinds of things, but we finally got our bed prepped. Obviously the rest of the compost put down, and then this really nice thick mulch. There is about 4-5 inches of compost in some areas, and then there's probably around 4 to 5 inches of really fine hardwood mulch on top of here. So again, I am not going to touch this bed until springtime. So I've talked with a few other people, obviously done a ton of research like I've mentioned, and I realized that I'm gonna have to rake the mulch out of the way when obviously I plant in the future. So the good news is that's not very hard to do. And when I plant these beds, I'm gonna put more compost on top of those bedded areas and then rake the mulch into the walkways, which will then obviously create really good walkways, hold the dirt so there's no washout for rain or when I get my irrigation going, and we'll be good to go. The mulch was starting to get hot sitting in the pile. So it's already starting to heat up. It's already starting to decompose a little bit, which is really, really good. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys tried something like this before? Has it worked well for you? Have you tried this and it hasn't worked? I am not an expert by any means, just based on my research and based on what I know of science, this should work pretty well. You can see it's raised up from the ground pretty high, which is excellent. So, that will give us a good area to plant in the spring. Over the next few months, probably, there's not a huge priority. My biggest priority was getting this in and prepped and like cooking for the spring. But coming up, we're going to be having our greenhouse and our raised beds and all of that going in here. Probably the next thing I will be doing is setting up my fencing, just so that gets set up and not disturbed for the future. Also, this is after about just over 1 mowing of my yard. So we're gonna have quite a bit of green organic material for compost. The good news is I have some wood chips left, so I'm gonna be bringing those down, getting it mixed on that side so it can get cooking. Also, a quick update, just in case any of you are wondering, we did rehome the woodchuck yesterday. He is no longer on our property, and somewhere else. So that's a good sign. We know that we have a population of at least 3 of them, so 2 more to go. We actually have a 7-hour-long childbirthing class today. So it's early right now, about 6 in the morning. I'm getting ready to get Allison up and have us get ready heading over there. But it's exciting because it's all happening really fast, and we're doing this. Tomorrow is Allison's first baby shower, one we have here in Michigan and another in a couple weeks we have in Georgia. So that's gonna be fun as well. All things baby coming. So thanks a lot, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're brand new for more videos like this, and we will see you in the next video. See ya. Next time on Riv and Al. Deliver the update.
Oh, deliver. Buzzword.
We're delivering one of these, like what they call baby predictions and advice. So we want to involve you guys.